Well, welcome to the 700 Club. People throughout the South are digging out today after a slow-moving winter storm dumped almost a foot of snow in some areas.
At least 10 people have died because of the storm, and much of the region is still facing extremely cold weather. Dale Hurd has that story.
This isn't the kind of weather most Southerners signed up for. Record-breaking freezing temperatures, chaos on icy roadways, and even death. New Orleans was under a deep freeze warning.
It's crazy for us in the deep South because we don't have any, anything that's prepared for this kind of weather. And our pipes are freezing. Yeah, it's just crazy. The sun feels good. That's the redeeming thing right now.
Some residents in the Atlanta suburbs made the most of a rare snowy day with golf cart sledding.
Well, living in Georgia, we don't get snow very often, so it's really a great surprise, and we can look outside and we can see snow and know that we're going to have a great snow day.
It's rare here. This is the second time this year we've had snow. Most years we don't get any, so this is great fun.
Some parts of North Carolina saw as much as 10 inches of snow, while in Virginia, this man was wearing shorts when his Jeep flipped.
They're going to be like, who's this crazy man with shorts on in the snow?
At least 4 people died in Louisiana, including an 8-month-old baby in a car that slid into a canal in suburban New Orleans. 2 others died along an icy stretch of I-75 southeast of Atlanta. In North Carolina, state troopers responded to 1,600 crashes. About 30,000 homes and businesses were without power. The cold drove record electrical usage in parts of the South where many homes rely on electricity for heating and hot water. But many Southerners still loved this rare glimpse of what many Northerners wish they had a lot less of.
It is beautiful. This is God's masterpiece.
Warmer weather is on the way, but it is still only mid-January, and forecasters are warning there's plenty of bad winter weather ahead for most of the country, including the South. Dale Hurd, CBN News.
Well, stay safe by staying home. If you don't have to be out on the roads, please don't get out and drive in this. Go take a very nice walk. And the good news is warm weather is just around the corner if you're in the South, and in a few moments, literally hours, it's all going to melt away. In other news, the Trump administration is setting up a new division to protect religious freedom. John Jessup has that story from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. John?
Thanks, Gordon. The Department of Health and Human Services is establishing a Conscience and Religious Freedom Division. The department's Director of Civil Rights says governments have treated conscience claims with hostility instead of protection, and that could include protections for people in the healthcare field who don't want to take part in abortions. But the new division won't get involved in cases like bakers, florists, and photographers who refuse to celebrate same-sex marriages. Well, President Trump has handed out his awards for fake news, tweeting a link to the Republican Party website, which hailed 2017 as a year of unrelenting bias, unfair news coverage, and even downright fake news. The list includes a series of stories that turned out to be wrong, like a CNN report about former FBI Director James Comey disputing Trump's claim that he was not under investigation at the time. Comey actually confirmed that claim when he testified before a congressional committee. You can see the entire list on our website, cbnnews.com, including Trump's #1 choice, a New York Times column by economist Paul Krugman claiming the stock market would never recover if Trump were elected. But in fact, stocks have had a huge move upward since Trump's election, closing above 26,000 for the first time Wednesday. Many analysts say one key reason stocks have gone up is because of Trump's tax cuts for businesses and individuals. Well, the president says the U.S. will not move its embassy to Jerusalem within a year, contrary to an earlier statement by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying the move will happen within a year. The president told Reuters, quote, "We're not really looking at that." The embassy is currently located in Tel Aviv, and Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said last month the move would be 3 years at the earliest. Mr. Trump also told Reuters the Jerusalem building would be, quote, "a beautiful embassy." Gordon?
Well, we look forward to that day, but I would encourage him to take a look at the current consulate in Jerusalem, and in particular the annex for that consulate. It's a modern building. The consulate itself goes all the way back to the 1850s. That building, I think, was occupied around 1910. So America's had a presence in Jerusalem for a very long time, and that new consulate building could easily become the new embassy if he so desires. But either way, it's wonderful that he's recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. It's been a long time coming, should have happened 50 years ago.